you know, if we want that sixth title, we have to go through Utah to get it, you know, and we have to go out there and win it out there. So, I mean, you know, I think those negative thoughts erased very quickly, you know, and it's a great day for everybody, I think.
Michael, few people in the world face retirement with so many others caring about the decision that he makes. You mean so much to so many people, to the league, to the other players, to the networks, even to the economy. How do you make the right decision for Michael Jordan, the human being, independent of all of the other people and forces that are tugging on you?
You know, it's a gut feeling. You know, it's just a feeling that I have. You know, when I walked away the first time, it was a feeling. It wasn't something someone told me. When I came back, it was a feeling. You know, if and when that time comes where I got to walk away, I hope that because I walked away, no one will look at me any less. You know, and sure, the economy may take a different turn, but I would advise you to invest wisely. And you know, my life has to continue. You know, hopefully I'll put enough memories out there for everybody to at least have some thoughts about what Michael Jordan did in his 13 years or 14 years or whatever it takes, and put some comparisons up there for kids to follow and compare themselves and reach, you know, and that's a part of the challenge. And, you know, I have another life, and I know I have to get to it, you know, at some point in time, and hopefully the fans and the people understand it.
Michael, you said last week that this was the toughest year for Coach Jackson as a coach. What about you as a player?
It was tough. You know, it was tough in the sense that I was more competitive than I ever was because I wanted to win more than I ever did, you know, because of some of the bumps in the road, you know, Scotty being out. You know, Dennis, you know, had to step up, and every now and then we had to, you know, deal with Dennis and deal with the different types of expectations, you know, some of the, you know, criticism about our team and the lifestyle that we live, and you know, it's bearing on it. It just takes its toll on an individual, you know, and sure, we just have to keep looking at the bigger picture, you know, which is tonight. It's the biggest picture we could think of, and sure, sometimes the pictures don't look so clearly, but if you keep moving in the right direction, it's going to clear itself up, and tonight is very, very clear.
Michael, you just won your 6th championship with Scotty and Coach Jackson. As a man who lives as a player who lives with challenges, how much is a challenge is it for you to win one without them?
Pretty sure it's a major challenge, you know. But the question is, do I want to do that or not? You know, that's the things that has to be debated over the summer.
Michael, how frustrating it is, or at least annoying, to have to talk that much about your future tonight?
Say that again?
How frustrating, or at least annoying, is it to have to talk that much about your future and the future of the team tonight?
It's not annoying. I mean, most people have been waiting for that, and you know, my answer is, I mean, there's still a lot of unanswered questions, and but tonight it's a lot of sympathetic feelings about, you know, this team and where we want it to go. But as time, you know, gets involved, I mean, some of the feelings may change. You never know. But I think that's the purpose of waiting till the end of the summer, or in the summer, and making final decisions.
Michael, the other night, you seemed so intrigued by the thought of you know, dropping the last 3 and possibly walking away. The fact that you played such a great last minute and had a game-winning shot, title-winning shot, is that gonna, you know, do you like the idea of going out that way?
Yes. If that's the case, yes. I mean, when I got that rebound, I mean, my thoughts are very positive, you know, and the crowd gets quiet. The moment starts to become the moment, you know, for me, you know, and that's what we've been, you know, that's part of that Zen Buddhism stuff, you know, the moment, once you get in the moment, you know when you're there, things start to move slowly, you start to see the court very well, you start reading what the defenses are trying to do. And I saw that moment, and you know, when I saw the moment, the opportunity to take advantage of it, when Russell reached, and I took advantage of that moment, and I never doubted myself. I never doubted the whole game. We were hanging too close. You know, it was a 3-point game, 4-point game, 5-point game. You know, Scottie Pippen's hurt, Dennis and everybody's in foul trouble, and they never really burst out and left us standing. You know, and you know, we kept hanging in there, and I knew that we were going to have an opportunity to win this game, and I just wanted to be able to do that. And from an offensive standpoint, sure, you look at my rebounds, I only had maybe 2 or 3 rebounds, and I told Phil that, you know, I know I'm going to have to play a lot of minutes. I have to conserve energy somewhere, and unfortunately, I had to be on the rebounding edge. And you know, but the offense, I had to step forward.
Okay, last question for Michael.
Michael, after John hit that three-pointer, you scored the last 4 points. You actually scored the last 8, but you scored the last 4 on baskets. Talk about those last 2 baskets, your layup and then the jumper. And did that jumper remind you of last year, Game 1, with Brian guarding you? He reached, you went.
It was in a very similar situation. The play before that was, you know, with Karl Malone. We've been trying to double team him. And Hornacek was trying to, I guess, pick Karl Malone, and he never really cleared, and which gave me an opportunity to go back. And Karl never saw me coming, and I was able to knock the ball away. The play before that was when Phil called, you know, an isolation play for me, you know, to take it to the hole and make him foul me or get an easy basket, which is what I did. But you know, when I got the ball, I looked up and I saw 18.5 seconds left, you know, and I felt like we couldn't call a timeout because it gave defenses an opportunity to set up, you know, and it was a do-or-die situation. So I let the time tick to where I felt like I had the court right where I wanted to, and Stockton was on the right-hand side with Steve Kerr. I knew he couldn't gamble because Steve has killed him before. So, I mean, then as soon as Russell reached, you know, he gave me a clear lane, which, you know, I made my initial drive, and, you know, he bit on it, and I stopped, pulled up, and I had an easy jump shot. Great look, and, you know, it went in. And once it went in, I knew from that point on we've been hanging around long enough. This is a game-winning basket. Now it's just a matter of playing solid defense. And our defense has held us strong all series, and we would never be in this scenario without our defense. So all we had to do was play defense for 5.8 minutes, 5.8 seconds, and I knew we can do that.
Okay. Thank you, Michael.
That's my
Next
dog.
up, we'll have
I don't think
Scotty.
you'll ever hear